Hello kids! Welcome sa ating Sunday School. Ako si Teacher Cess, ang inyong Sunday School teacher. Meron ulit tayong pag-aaralan ngayong linggong ito. Pag-aaralan natin kung ano ang mga naging sunod sa ministry ni Elisha pagkatapos niyang sumunod sa Panginoon. Bago yan, tayo muna ay manalangin. Panginoon Diyos, marami pong salamat sa araw po ulit na ito na meron po kaming ulit na bagong matututunan tungkol sa naging buhay po ni Elisha. Nawa Lord na maging magandang ehemplo po sa amin ito at ito po ay aming sundin gaya po ng sinabi. Marami pong salamat sa pag-iinit niyo, Panginoon, sa amin at sa aming pamilya. Ito po ang aming dalangin sa pangalan ni Jesus. Amen. Mga bata, bago tayo pumunta sa ating lesson, kantahin muna natin ang The Wise Man Built His House.
Elisha was a prophet of God who walked from one place to another, teaching and preaching as he wanted. One day, as he was walking along a road, an elderly and wealthy woman saw him and called out, "Are you hungry?" "Yes," Elisha replied. "Then come to our house for a meal." The woman and her husband invited Elisha into their house and gave him a meal. "Thank you," said Elisha. "That was delicious." The woman spoke to her husband, "This man is a holy man of God. He travels all the time and passes by our house quite often." "Yes," replied her husband. "What are you thinking?" The woman said, "Well, I think we should build an extra room onto our house with a bed, a table, a stool, and a candle, so when Elisha is passing by, he can stay and rest in his own room." Good idea," said of her husband. So that it was the couple did for Elisha. An extra room was built and furnished. Every time Elisha passed by on his travels, he could relax in his own room and sleep for the night. Elisha had a servant called Gehazi, and called him, "Gehazi, I want you to ask this kind woman if there is anything I can do for her." Gehazi went off to question the woman. "Elisha wants to know if there's anything he can do to help you," Gehazi said. "Well, that is very nice of him," the woman replied, "but I am happy with everything I have." Gehazi returned to Elisha and reported, "She thanks you very much but says there's nothing she needs." Then Gehazi continued, "They don't have children. I think she would love to have a child of her own. Please tell her to come to me," said Elisha. Off went Gehazi again to get the kind woman. By the time he had returned, God had told Elisha what to say. "In about 1 year from now," Elisha announced, "you will have a baby." Elderly woman could not believe with her ears. She was old and too old to have a baby. "I'll have what?" she exclaimed. Elijah smiled as he looked at her. He knew nothing was too hard for the Lord he loved and served. Sure enough, about a year later, the woman gave birth to a beautiful baby boy. The child brought such happiness to the woman and her husband. All their lives had they wanted a child of their own and knew God had blessed them with a son. It was a miracle. Nothing is too hard for God.
At hanggang dito na lang muna ang ating story, mga bata. Itutuloy natin ito sa susunod na linggo para mas marami pa tayong matutunan tungkol sa naging buhay ni Elisha. Tayo muna ay manalangin. Panginoon Diyos, marami pong salamat sa natutunan po namin ngayong araw na to sa isang Shunammite woman kung paano ito kumilos at paano ito natulungan ni Elisha. Nawa Lord, marami pa po kaming matutunan na mas magagandang asal at ito po ay aming magawa. Tulungan niyo po kami Lord sa araw-araw namin ginagawa at ingatan niyo rin po kami at ang aming pamilya. Ito po ang aming dalangin sa pangalan ni Jesus. Amen. At hanggang dito na lamang muna mga bata, hanggang sa susunod nating pagkikita. Paalam!